Hello students, I welcome you all to the yet another lecture, lecture number 5 on the lecture series Understanding Computers. So, as you remember from the last lecture that I have told you, I will take a class on ASCII characters and uh, data about how to represent different types of data. So, before that, we need to first understand the concept from the lectures number 3. So you remember, I have told about the concept of wires, that one wire can represent two different data. And I have also told you the formula that if we have n number of wires, then we can actually represent 2 to the power n number of data, starting from 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1. So the range of data will be for n wires. For n wires, the number of data is equal to 2 to the power n, and the range will be 2 to the power n minus 1. So for n equal to 1, we had 2 to the power 1 equal to 2 data, which were 0 and 1. Right? So let's calculate for n equal to, for n equal to 3, we have 2 to the power 3 equal to 8. So the data will be from 0 to 7. So in this way we can create different numbers of data or different possibilities using different number of wires. So in computer system you may know about the concept of byte. So one byte is actually 8 bit. So each wire, or say let's for n equal to 1, the one wire can represent two data, and this is the smallest part of total system. That is, we cannot have less than one wire because you can't have zero wires. So the one wire is actually one bit, representing one bit. So for, if we have 8 wires, then we will represent 8 bits or 8 different levels of data. So each bit, each wire is called bit, and the collection of this 8-bit data is called byte. So one byte is equal to 8 bit, or one byte is equal to 8 wires. So this concept is used in ASCII characters. Let's calculate it for n equal to 8. Okay, so students understand that we have actually learned all the basics that is required for this course, and we have come to application part. So all the basics I have covered, and from today, from this lecture, what we will learn is actually the application of whatever we have already learned. So remember this, and if you feel any discomfort in grasping the topics, please revise all the previous lectures, and that will make you understand all these concepts comfortably. Even though if you feel any discomfort or any problem in learning any of the topic that I have told you, feel free to contact me on my number or through the question that I send you through that link also, that question form, exam form. That link, there is a section in which you can ask your doubt. So go through that link and put your doubt, and I will solve your doubt in next lecture. Okay. So we were talking about n equal to 8. So we have n equal to 8. Then total number of data will be 2 to the power 8. So 2 to the power 8 will be 256. So we will have 256 types of data. So the number we can represent from this 256 will be from 0 all the way to 255. Okay, from 0 to 255. So in ASCII format, we have total 255 different types of characters. So all different, we can actually represent two different, 2 to the power 50, sorry, answer. We can represent 256 different type of data. So from 0 to 255, whatever the number we input, there will be corresponding different characters associated to that number. So let me show you with an example that how this concept came into picture. So let's say if we have 4 characters, then we can represent it using 2 wires. So we have 2 square equal to 4. So let's say we have these 4 characters, then we can give this number as, let's say we have this different kind of language where we have only 4 characters. Okay, so we can represent these 4 characters through these numbers. Okay, and whenever we beforehand tell the CPU that whenever I press 00, then you understand it as A. Okay, so again for 01, the CPU will understand it as B. For 10, CPU will understand as C, and 11, CPU will understand it as D. So using this concept only, we can represent all the way to 26 alphabets that we have, and it will take some amount of data. So this small, say lowercase alphabets is 26, and we have also uppercase alphabets all the way from A to Z. So those 26 uppercase and 26 lowercase will be 52, and then we have 10 digits. Okay, from all the way 0 to 9, from 0 to 9. So these 56 characters and these 10 characters will make 62 characters, and now we have space character, at the rate, and different types of special characters. So we have total 256 different kinds of characters. 256 different kinds of characters that computer can understand in ASCII representation, and it includes all the special characters that we have. And much more. Like we have different types of characters. We have much more characters. Even the space character and null character. Null character basically means no character. So in ASCII representation, we have all different types of data. There will be 256 data that is converted using this concept to give command to CPU that what the different data I am trying to provide. So in ASCII values, in ASCII representation, we have small a or lowercase a is assigned to number 97, and we can convert 97 to binary number, right? Using the concept that we have learned in the last section. So we have a equals 97, and continuously it will move to z. So from we have b is 98, c is 99. Okay. So all the lowercase alphabet. starts from 97 and ends at 122. Similarly, the uppercase alphabet, capital A, starts with 65, then we have capital B as 66, and then we have capital C at 67, and similarly we go up to capital Z, so which will be 90. And now the numbers are represented as 0 is represented as 48, and 1 is represented as 49. Similarly, we will get to 9, which is represented as 57. And we can convert all these decimal numbers into binary numbers. I know you have already studied it, so try to convert it. So you have all the binary numbers for practice, just for practice, not for. So these are the ASCII representation in which we use 8 different wires or 8 different bits, and we represent all the numbers and all the alphabets and all the special characters that is required. So let's move on. Let's move on to the different concept, and let me show you the 8 different bits. Okay, for one number, let's say for 97. Okay. So the binding conversion of it will be 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the bit conversion, binary conversion of 97 will be this. So when it comes simultaneously the wire, the electricity will start to flow in this bit. Let's number it. So it will be 6 bit. So in 0th bit, so in 0th wire, in 5th wire, and in 6th wire, the electricity will flow, and all the remaining wires will not have any electricity or current flowing through it. So I hope you all understand the concept of ASCII numbers. So this is the way we represent each and every character in our English alphabet and different in our number system and all the special characters that we have using the ASCII representation. And also we have different languages, and accordingly we have different set of instructions or set of representations. But ASCII is one of the most common representation that we use. So I thought you should know it. And now let's talk about different data representation that we have. Like, so now we have understand how. Since we have understand how we represent characters, so we will understand how we represent different type of data. That is text, images, sound, video, and all. So let me just erase it. So when we type a character, the button we see in keyboard, there is actually 8 wires connected to each button that convert the pressed button into electric signals, and CPU will eventually know that which button is pressed. So what is text? What is text? Text is actually a group of characters or the collection of characters. So we have like we have, let's say we have hello world. Okay, hello world is very famous text in computer science, because every person who starts programming will eventually first learn how to print any statement. So we generally print hello world. I don't know. It can practice. So we have hello world. Hello world is basically a group of characters. So we have H, L, L, and O. We have different set of characters, and we have the space character. So this space is also a character. This space. We press space bar, right? So this space is also a character. And then we have different characters, word, W, R, and D. And we have this exclamation sign, which is also a character. So each text can be set as group of characters, and since we know how to represent a character, we can easily represent all the text, different formats of text using the same concept. That is, for each characters we have group of characters, and each character is represented by its binary string or the binary conversion as per the ASCII representation. So that is the text. Easy